I'm Katrina, this is So and Tare, and welcome to the garden. This is garden tour in the spring 2024 garden tour. Now today is the first day. I'm going to show you these. My favorite flowers blooming. This right here is my favorite flower. Look at that, isn't that pretty? It's a bearded iris. And all of these, oh, apparently I have a daffodil over there.
That's a tulip, not a daffodil.
All of these are going to be that brilliant purple color. Look at that. Don't you love flowers in your yard? I do. So this flower has a story behind it. I've told it before. Basically, I got them all for free. I thought they were different colors. They're all purple, but it's awesome. So all of this, and also, look at that, about to bloom. These are pineapple guavas. So they will flower at some point. They fruit in the winter, so they flower a little bit later than the rest of it. And they are so yummy. All right, let's take you guys inside. Look at that archway. That archway hopefully will have a bunch of flowers soon. Nasturtiums over here, and a chayote squash right there. The chayote squash over here is looking really good, and the nasturtiums are looking better over here. Which is funny because this is the bed that's not irrigated and the other one is. But this one also gets more shade, so there you go. I'm going to give you guys a look up the walkway down low, and you can see what that looks like. Look at this. We have borage and tree collard and poppy, California poppy. We have miner's lettuce. This right here is, it's starting to get brown, but it is a saffron. Oh, hi bee. Hello. The bees are so enjoying this. The bees are so enjoying this. And look at this. Look at that. We have peach tree in bloom. And more borage. This borage is covered in bees. I have borage all over the front yard. There's some in the back too. And the bees absolutely love it. Makes great ziti sauce if you dry the leaves. It's awesome. Look at this bee. Hi, bee. Hi. So this tree collard is making seeds right now. Most of the flowers are gone. Some flowers still over here for the tree collard. They're edible, taste like broccoli. Well, taste like broccoli flowers. I need to stop. Look at that. We got our bumblebees out. Hi, bumblebees. There's usually some wasps, the native wasps that live in that hole, but bumblebees checking out, look like. All right. Flowers on flowers and flowers. This is actually a weed that I should probably pull several of them in here. It is a pretty flower, but it's time to pull them. And look, the yarrow is about to bloom. Look at that. There's some yarrow, looks like it's going to be a cream color. All of the yarrow in my yard used to be a hot pink. This lady sold me some hot pink yarrow, and I no longer have hot pink. I have a light pink, a cream, and a white that comes out of it. So it's kind of interesting to see how that just goes away. But it's fun too, because I have yarrow, it self-seeds, and it does good things. I have a video on yarrow I will put a link to right here. Still have the miner's lettuce, it's gone to seed now. And look at this, more and more bees on the borage. They love it so much. Look at this. You ladies are all over it, aren't you? Aren't you? Look at those bees. Hi. Hi, lady. They do such a good job. Listen. So awesome. Another awesome thing, we have these cherry blossoms. So most of the cherries are blooming. Stella's just starting to get bloomed. So that's the last one to get bloomed. This is the Rainier right here. And then I have a mixed one over there, and then a Bing behind. There's so much stuff growing right now, guys. This is the Stella right here. So, yeah. So much growth. We have a couple apricots that, well, I would call them, oh, they're volunteers. They're volunteers. That one and this one over here. I spit out pits and got those. All this here is borage, and we have the yarrow right here. Tulips are on their way out. That was a fun looking one. Another one's over there. And we have this hot lip sage. It's just fun. It's starting to change color. Get some sunlight on it. Gotta change focus here. Alright, so they're starting to change color. These get red lips and white flower for the most part in the summer, and in the winter it's all red. So they're just starting to change. We have Russian sage coming up over there. More yarrow here. More yarrow. Look at this. I love this hot and spicy oregano. It's this right here. If you would like to make a really, really great tea, add oregano. Hot and spicy oregano, if you can find it. It's really good. I like strong flavors, so really, really good. Really good in a lot of sauces too. Those need to be pulled. I've been gone for a week, so I have some grass in here that needs to come out. And some rose coming over from the neighbors. These little African daisies were here when I got the house. And look at this. I don't water it, but it comes back every year. This is lemon balm. So yeah, I don't water this one either. I think they might get some water from the neighbor. More tree collard. Yeah, look at that. Look at that purple vein. That purple vein in the tree collard. So cool. All this right here is volunteer. I haven't planted anything in years. Well, I guess the tulips are in the same spot. Look at this. Awesome. More tulips here. And there's flax. Ooh, this is a weed. I do not want this one. I used to call this one devil plant. I'm sure it's come from shoes and stuff. But it's actually called hedge parsley. It's a nasty, nasty thing that gets stuck in your fleece when you go into places. Anyway, it's bad. It's going away. And now I did have some mosquito larvae in here, but I have some fish, which I just saw one go in there. Come on, fishy, come out. There's an old pot in there, and they've been going in and out of there. But I put fish in there and that took care of it. And, because we had all this rain. And these are root stalks. Those are the tops of the root stalks that I cut off. If you saw my my grafting video, I just stuck them in this pot and they are growing. So I'll have apple root stalks later. There's more fishies in this one. Hey, fishies. Anyway, the borage is in full bloom. I do need to harvest some and take advantage of that. All right, what do we have here? We have apricots. Apricots are growing. I'm gonna start a time lapse, just taking a picture a day of one of these. I don't think I'm gonna do a short each day because it's not really, you know, hey, here's an apricot. I'll put that together probably into a short later. This one is Baby Crawford Peach. And then this branch here is a Santa Rosa Plum. Look how tiny that is. Maybe I'll do this one. It's a Santa Rosa Plum. This one right here I was going to prune back, but figured I'd give it one more time. And it is a Flavor King, I believe. Look at this pathway. There's nasturtium. Nasturtium in the pathway. There's a sleepy kitty. Hi, sleepy kitty. Yes, good morning. It's afternoon. This one is a Flavor Supreme, I believe. Look how tiny. But all the flowers are gone. It's all turning into fruits now. There's some flowers up there still. This one here is Elephant Heart, and that's still in flower. It doesn't have too many flowers this year, but it does have some flowers. Awesome. These are more borage, but these are leeks coming up from a couple years ago. That's cool to see. I have not replanted my green stalks. I will be doing this soon. And Morning Glory has taken over this area. I need to weed. But we do have more borage over here. And this right here, this is a wolfberry. They have really tiny berries. I don't think I should find any now, but it does have thorns. But it is native to Baja California. And it has tiny berries that are super sweet. Pretty cool. And this, oh my gosh, guys. Let's get in here. So this is a Cape gooseberry. This is a Cape gooseberry. It's really cool is that when they kind of fade away, they get these little lanterns that are just, I think, really kind of fun, you know, fairy lantern stuff. But these are ripe. These guys have been growing for 3 weeks. Months, no, years. These guys have been growing for about 3 years, I think. My worms planted these because I bought some at the store. They were terrible because they were picked way too early. And so I fed them to the worms. Now the worms don't eat the seeds. So I put out the worm castings and these are wonderful now. So, if you haven't had these before, they're both sweet and tart and they're very good. You probably have seen them advertised as golden berries as a raisin, and they're dehydrated, so they're really good. They overwinter here. I don't know that they overwinter everywhere. I'm in zone 9B, but they overwinter here, so that's cool. Another thing we can see here, this is, well, I didn't even come from this direction. This is Frederick's passion fruit, and it is climbing up, so we'll have passion fruit later in the summer. Very cool. Hi, kitty. Are you waiting for me to open that gate? What's going on here? He's just gonna go through it. Okay. Again, not my cat, but he's adopted me. All right, let's look behind here. Somewhere in here, we have 3 pawpaws, and there is lavender. There should be, somewhere in there is also Tacoma stands. It's a yellow bells, and it does come back every year. I don't see it right now, but like I said, I need to get in there and get the morning glory out. I have not been paying attention to that part of the yard. Opposite this on this lovely trellis is Anna apple. Let's see if we can find any apples starting. Oh, there's some apples starting right there. She's early. She's always early. It's early apple. Super duper yummy. and she is going out of bounds, but that's okay. We'll let her grow this year. Look how big those are. So awesome. So another reason why Anna Apple is awesome is because she gives me 2 crops a year, usually. Usually there's a big early crop, and then there's a smaller crop at the end of summer when the rest of the apples are appling. So I like Anna Apple. She was a $15.88 tree, $15.88 on the ugly tree, ugly plant sale, and she's doing great. Get ugly plants, guys. They become beautiful. Now, I set these up in 2020. And I haven't planted in them for a couple years now. This looks like it's probably garlic. It might be a leek. That's cool. I have little violas. And that over there is garlic that I didn't pull up before. And that is great. I love it. All right, let's check out the backyard. I'm sure there's more in the front yard I haven't shown you guys, but let's check out the backyard. Oh, have you guys tried these? They are so yummy. So you've likely seen these in salads at fancy restaurants and you know, stuff like that. They are so good. If you grow them, you can have more than one on your plate. That is one thing I've seen, which is so silly. I got a gift card to a fancy restaurant one time and went, and there was one piece of miner's lettuce. Yes, the weed that grows in my yard. Miner's lettuce on my plate. And, you know, that wasn't it, but that was, you know, the greens was one piece of minor lettuce. I'm like, guys, this is a weed in my yard. You want it? You want some? But these grow so well, and super duper yummy. I always just, in case of bugs or spiders, look on the outside, and it's a little, like, it's spicy, but it's a different kind of spicy. That one's really spicy. That was really good. It's really good. It's super good in quesadillas. Yeah, flowers in quesadillas. Who does that? I do. And you can also eat the leaves. The leaves look like little lily pads, and they have good properties. They've this plant does have medicinal properties. I'll let you guys look that up, but super good if you like peppery, like black pepper, peppery. I relate it kind of tastes like the seeds of papaya. So if you like that flavor, you're gonna love this, and it's awesome. All right, let's continue. My path is overgrown. As I said, I was gone for more than a week. And this is what happens. Again, there's more fish in here. This is Chinese chives. Super yummy. Neighbor's Rose is coming over. Alright, have not planted anything here. This is a carrot. So that right there is a carrot that planted itself. It looks pretty big. Look at this, guys. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That's in a crack. That's crazy. Okay, that one's probably going to be for seeds. More miner's lettuce. Yeah, that one thing I was talking about had like a piece of that on it. Pretty ridiculous. Alright, this right here is called pigeon pea. It's a nitrogen fixer. People use it as a chop and drop. You can also eat these seeds. The seed pods are here from last year, and it looks like they're making some right here. So that's pretty cool. And enter the garden. Look at this. Things are overgrown. Looks like I have one left of this deep, like, it's not even vibrant. It's just a deep purple. I'm guessing it's related to calla lily. I really don't know. These are the leaves that go with it. And it was here when I got the house. All right. And this is getting powdery mildew. This is a lilac from my parents. Pretty cool. And this, look at this. This is a pear tree. And it's been doing really, really well. One of them's Warren, one of them is Commies. I believe this is Warren, but it could be, I'm not gonna look at the tag. And we have a privet that planted itself somewhere in there. I need to get in there cut. This one is called Yellow Tears. It's actually not edible. The only reason why I keep it, so it has purple flowers and it has these kind of orangey golden, it's called golden tears, not yellow tears, fruit. But the only reason why I keep it, it didn't do it this year, but last year it got burned back by the frost. It looks like they've been picked clean now, but on these sticks, it usually has these little tiny sticks about this big, and the lesser goldfinches love collecting that for their nesting material. So that's the only reason why I keep it here. Pretty much my yard is edible or has a purpose. That's the purpose, is for good nesting material for the birds. So here is another pear. I did not spray for peach leaf curl this year. It was too wet, and I just didn't get into it. So peach leaf curl is something that we have locally here. It's always going to be here no matter what, because not everybody sprays their trees, and even if they did, once it's in a tree, it's there. It's a fungus, it's in the ground, it's in the soil, all that. But usually I spray my peach tree, and I use a copper spray. I do that. It's supposed to be Thanksgiving, Christmas, and no. Yeah, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and Valentine's Day, I think. Something like that. Anyway, I missed my opportunity. It was raining. And the fruit will probably not produce as well. And that is a consequence I'm okay with. But I do have some flowers. Looks like some of the pear flowers are up here. Bent down on the apricot tree. The apricots. There's some baby apricots. I heavily pruned the apricots this year, so I'm not expecting a whole lot from them, but they needed a good pruning. And just like this peach tree, this is my early peach. Again, it does have peach leaf curl. You can see how big those are. It is an early peach. This is a desert gold. Oh, and the apricots, one is a Blenheim and one is a Moorpark. And I think it's a Moorpark out front. I'm not sure. It's one of the two. That is most of the tree out there. Hi, sweetie. This is Percy. Hi. He's just chewing away. So here is the other apricot. Again, heavily pruned. And this never re-alived. So I think I killed that tree. Sorry, tree. This is a Chinese paper plant, and I've been trying to get rid of it, sell it to somebody for a long time. It's putting on new growth. It does have like tiny, kind of cool looking flowers. It has no purpose for me. And here, again, it's that wonderful peach tree covered in peach leaf curl. You guys see the difference here? This tree and that tree are the same age. This is a desert gold, that is a bonita. They're from the same nursery, same age. And I don't like this peach curl, but there's no getting rid of it at this point. Because it also looks like it's going to this tree. But this tree's a little bit more resilient. This one is a nectar peach. And you can see the flowers up there. There's a flower right there. It's kind of on the tail end of flowering. Yes, hi. Hi, and these are the girls. These are the girls. Hi. Oh my goodness, you must be laying eggs, sweetie. You must be laying eggs. She hasn't stomped for me for a while. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Hi, baby. This is Overaptor. Yeah, yeah. That's Rexy. She's waiting for her scratchies too. And that is Smilo. She probably doesn't want scratchies. Oh my goodness, sweetie. I know I usually do 2 hands. I can't do it with 1 hand very well, do I? All right, your turn. Your turn. Scratchies. Scratchies. All right, here you go. And these 2 ladies should be pregnant. It's Risotto and Penne. They'll be having bunnies later in the month. Alright, here is the pond. All of that right there, that nice lushness, that is all watercress. Pond is good. I have fish in there for mosquito control. And as far as I know, the watercress is the only thing edible. A horsetail is useful as well. But, yeah, that's the only thing edible in there. Pretty cool. Alright, coming back to this bed here. I planted a lot of things for a spring garden and they all drowned. So I did buy some tomato plants and some other starts that I'm going to just put in the ground because I did not have time to start seeds this year. So that is okay. Know that if you did not plant seeds, somebody else did and you can buy them. And yes, it is more expensive, but it's still cheaper and better for you than going to the grocery store and getting fruit there. So yeah, if you didn't plant it, buy plants, plant them, take care of them. They'll take care of you. All right, so that's a random tree. I haven't figured out what it is yet, but it's pretty tall. Look at this though. We have some violet. That is also a medicinal plant. It's creeped into the bed. And it looks like probably spread a whole lot in there. I'm not exactly sure if that's those or not, but there's lots of little seedlings in there. I think it is. We have dragon fruit. This is a white dragon fruit. The red dragon fruit across the pond, and then this one right here looks like it might have died, but that's okay. But also, look at this. This is it's going to be a flower. It'll have yellow flowers, and this is the flower of the aloe vera. I need to show you guys at some point how to process this because I haven't done it yet, but I will. I mean, I have done it. I just haven't done it on camera. And this right here is dying back. This looks like, you know, some giant's hair or something. That is a saffron. And the poppy is taking over on top of it. That is fine. It dies back and it'll come back in October. Coming back over here, we have our Mexico avocado. It's blooming. I don't know, you think we're gonna get fruit this year? Hasn't happened yet. It gets shaded out by this peach. That's part of the problem. Pollination is another. And this, you can see how shiny those leaves are on the avocado. This right here is a page mandarin. Let's see if we can get a fruit. You ready? You're not ready. Not ready yet. Ever since 2020, the citrus has been acting weird. And I like to joke that the clementines didn't come in till March. Usually they had come in December, but the clementines were waiting for March on 2020, and that's of course when everything got shut down. But it's been kind of off since then, so kind of interesting. Don't know what to make of it. Our weather is changing, so I guess that's what to make of it. All right, let's continue. All right, I don't have anything growing on this trellis yet. Hopefully I will this year. Look at this. You guys know this plant? Wait, it's kind of behind things. That is comfrey. So it's coming back up from the roots like it does every year. Over here, Okay, everything that looks not like a poppy is garlic. So I did not harvest garlic last year. I harvested some, but I didn't harvest all of it. So all of this stuff here is garlic. Over here. Now this is either beets, because this is where my giant beet was. Some seeds over there. Those are beets, I know that. I don't know if these are beets or turnips, because I did sprinkle turnips in here. And there's a bunch of grass I need to weed. I guess we're showing, but we should rename this "What Needs to Be Weeded." Because apparently that's what I'm showing you. Yeah, a bunch of grass. Anyway, that's not supposed to be grass back there, but it is. We have more comfrey here. And this right here is all peppermint, so I need to harvest that. It's time. It's not time, it's peppermint. Ha ha ha. And guys, look at this beautiful, beautiful tree. Look how huge it is. How successful it is. It's so awesome. I should do a video on it all by itself. But then I'd have to look up all the footage from when it was a baby. This is a volunteer willow tree. Yes, you heard that right. It volunteered. Best I can come up with is it was a wood chip that, because I do bring lots of wood chips into the yard, it was likely a wood chip that got watered. Willows do have this ability to reproduce from a stick, so I believe that's what happened. And now it's fodder for my rabbits. They love it. Alright, not sure what I'm planning on this year. We did green beans last year. Might do green beans this year, maybe cucumber. Look at that. Isn't this so... That's awesome. I've been harvesting from it too for the rabbits. Alright, in here we have... I don't know if this is a chard or a beet, but it's going to seed soon. So it probably isn't tasty anymore. Probably it was last week, it's fine. I need to weed out all of that right there. It's all hot lip sage. This is the hot lip sage. Man, we need a pathway back. Goodness. And this is a beet from last year, so where you can eat this again this year. And it just re-sends out leaves. Again, this is another beet from last year. It's getting some leaf miner damage in there. That's fine. You can pull that out. And this is how high, this is past my hip high, the daffodils grew this year. Alright, we did a video on this. This is peppers from previous years. I did cut them back. You can see they are starting to grow. Look at all that growth right there. Yeah, they're starting to grow. And it is on a green stalk, which turns. Ooh, fancy spider. Are you hiding? Don't hide from me. These guys have super green, well, okay, bye. That kind of spider, it's a pretty little one on there, but that kind of spider has really green fangs, and they're like iridescent. They're pretty cool. And I have strawberries to put in here. A lot of them died. I, again, did not pay attention to when I should have, but look at this. We have almost a ripe strawberry, so that's pretty cool. And parsley, self-sowed. I did not plant any of this parsley. Ooh, what's over here? What's over here? What's over here? Oh, that's a weed. We can take that out. Okay. But we have, some of them survived. I feel bad when this kind of stuff happens. But then I see this and I was like, oh, okay. At least I have some strawberries. Back here, this right here is a bouillon bush. I have a bigger one in the front. You just couldn't see it. It's all covered up. And then these are curry leaf trees. They've had a little bit of damage with frost, it looks like, but they'll pull through. Oh my goodness, guys. We're gonna have so many blackberries. Look at that. Look at all that blackberryness. All that blackberry goodness. Oh, and it went over there too. The morning glory has taken over. Have I said it's time to weed yet? Yes. All right. Again, massive daffodils this year. Look at that. And I need to plant this with something. I had planted it with peas. I think I'm going to plant beans here this year. I had tomatoes here last year. Look at that. Look how massive this is. Like, have you seen a blackberry that massive? That's crazy. And this is in full bloom. Look at that. Look at that. This is a Migniola Tangelo. There's some. You can see through the chair. They're not ready yet, but they're getting there. There's a Mawari Satsuma behind it, but it hasn't been doing good for the last couple of years. Not sure why. And this, I believe this clementine, it froze when the blossoms were there, so I didn't protect it well enough, and therefore we don't really have fruit this year. So it does look like fruit is coming next year, though. Look at this busy bee. There are some fruit started there already. Hi, bee. Thank you for pollinating. Yeah, the bees are all over. This right there is a Valencia orange, but it's not anymore. Whatever's growing is the rootstock. I'm trying it out because the Valencia was always dry. The rootstock wanted to grow. I said, fine, grow. Cara right here. There's some more blackberry things. There was a different kind of berry in here. Dewberry is the name. Anyway, this Travoya orange over there, and Meyer, and my other Meyer. I'll go closer. But first, look at this. This is spearmint. Anybody want spearmint that's local? Look at this. This is my hip. Spearmint crazy. And then marjoram over here. This over here is, let's see. This is French sorrel. And look, I made babies. And the French sorrel is super yummy. It's lemony. And all of these figs, I had as cuttings, and I just put in there. It's a bed that was being watered. I needed to go on vacation. I didn't need to worry about it. I just shoved them in there, and they are doing great. So this is several years of growth, and now look how tall they are. Maybe we'll get fruit this year. Oh, and a celery. I have not planted celery in the backyard in a very long time, so this might be the last remaining one. Volunteering, but I am going to plant some pink celery though later. Alright, this is asparagus patch. It has been a very sad asparagus patch for a few... Thank you, mister. For a few years now. I don't really know what's going on. It shouldn't be the end of life, but, you know, I'm not sure. But the bunnies love this this weed that popped up. And I just noticed this. This just came up. I have no idea what this is. Anybody have any clue what this is? It doesn't smell like anything. I don't know what that is. Yeah, let me know. And then this is a palm tree that planted itself. And over here, I need to unsuffocate these things. Oh my gosh, look at this. These usually don't get this big. This is a purple flower that apparently I missed most of its blooming. But underneath it is this, which is it's winter savory. This is winter savory to spice. It's kind of similar to thyme, but not quite. It's really good. And that whole lump right there is it. Hi, misters. Yeah, there's some of the quail. You can see the golden currant. There's some flowers there. This plant used to be inside this aviary here, but it no longer is there. It died, but it chose to live out here instead. That's fine. And guys, look at this. Look at this. This is all culinary sage. If you have not seen my video on dessert leaves, I'll put a link up here and you will be mouth-watered. You will want to make this, and you should, because it is yummy. And those guys have funny crows. So here is lemons. These are Meyer lemons. I believe part of the graft is also growing, so there's probably Meyer lemon plus something else. But it looks like the Morning Glory has taken over this too. Time to do that. The quince is kind of in the middle of flowering. It's not just started and it's not about to end, so that's good. I've never eaten a quince off this because of squirrels. They like them better than I do, apparently. All right. Oh, look, mating crane flies. Don't see that every day. You guys see that? So those guys, we used to call them mosquito eaters when I was little. They don't eat mosquitoes. They are flies. They are crane flies, and they are good guys. So it's pretty cool when they lay their eggs. I have a video of it, but it was pre YouTube or pre-me YouTube. And it was probably a little long for most people to watch, but it's fascinating. They dig a hole with their abdomen, they lay their eggs, and they cover it up. It's pretty cool. Anyway, they are doing the deed on the tiger panache fig. There's a brown turkey fig over there, and our other apple is in bloom. This is either a Fuji or a Gala, I do not recall. I used to have mint planted here on the base of this, but it's no longer there. And I used to have a Cadota fig here. It's no longer there. I do have a stick that I have started. Hopefully it'll do well. This is Texas Everbearing fig, and look, we have figs starting. Yay. Look at this. We have a volunteer way over here. Volunteer blackberry. And it looks like all of those might be beets down there. This is where that massive beet was. And, well, it was growing from the base. I don't think it's growing from the base any longer. But it looks like there's its babies. Alright. Our rootstock is starting to grow. I am pinching growth below the graft. Graft is right here, in hopes that the energy will go to the roots. We need to grow the roots, but then also once the energy reaches here, we need that energy to go into the scion, which is this part right here. And I think I may have lost a couple of these, but anyway, that's growing. That one I think I bumped. This one I know I bumped. And these other two should be good. I'm just gonna take that one all the way off. And we have more dragon fruit in here. It's kind of not a really happy place for it, but it's there. And look, glorious shade from that wonderful willow. Well, I showed you guys other bunnies. It's a hot day, huh, ladies? It is. So these ladies are gonna get bred today, maybe tomorrow. Ah, I know, it's warm and you have kids crawling on you. Baby, what are you doing? Making mama hot? Hi, sweetie. Hello. Hi, babies. So just to clarify, it's warmer than it has been. It's not too hot for these guys yet. And they do get frozen water bottles when it does get hot. Hi, babies. All right. And here's our small sampling of quail over here in the corner. Getting a drink of water. Getting a drink of water. Good girl. Oh yeah, I do have several volunteer asparagus that planted themselves in weird places. This one is in flower. Look at all that. Look at those flowers. Walking past this, I don't want to get stung by the bees. Okay, I'm just lifting you guys up. Enjoy. Oh, one more thing. Red vein sorrel is delicious. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the tour. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a good like. And I hope you enjoyed enough to subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. And let me know what you're growing in the comments. Let me know what you'd like to see more of, and enjoy your day. Thank you for watching.